The story begins in an interrogation room on the night of Friday, March 13th. Detectives Cole and Marchand are questioning a young woman named Rebecca. The detectives are frustrated with her lack of cooperation, calling the situation off the books. They inform her that many people have died and they need to know why. Rebecca is told she is the only suspect, as she is the sole survivor of the massacre. She remains defiant, warning them that if she tells them anything, they will be in grave danger. The detectives challenge her threat, insisting they want to know the truth. They threaten her with multiple homicide charges if she doesn't talk. Rebecca fears for her life, claiming she'll be killed if she tells the story. She cryptically warns that they can't protect her if they die first. Finally, she agrees to tell them what happened, starting from the beginning. The story flashes back to Flipperpan, an arcade where a young woman, Alex, is working. She has a humorous conversation with a young boy at the arcade. Another child, Rachel, complains to Alex about a boy named Justin. Disturbingly, the little girl tells Alex she should kill Justin for pushing her. Alex and her co-worker Jo remark on how intense children have become. Their manager, Collins, approaches them just as they are about to close. He announces a last-minute private party booking, meaning they have to work overtime. The party is for 8 people and will last for 3 hours. Alex is happy about the double overtime pay, but Ja is not. Collins tells Ja to get off her phone and reminds them to clock out to get paid. After he leaves, Alex complains about the spoiled kids who will be at the party. Later, Ja begins acting strangely, telling Alex she has been stalking her. Ja reveals she wants to leave to meet a guy and asks Alex to cover for her. Alex is annoyed that Ja is leaving her alone with the party guests. Ja promises she will be back quickly to help clean up. She asks Alex to clock her out if she doesn't return, as she needs the money. Ja leaves, and Alex mutters to herself, she's not coming back. Alex is left alone in the large, empty arcade, answering the phone. While cleaning, an old cartoon suddenly begins playing on a large screen. It is the 1928 animation, Steamboat Willie, featuring an early version of Mickey Mouse. Startled, Alex calls out, asking who is there. A distorted, electronic voice calls her name over the arcade sound system. The voice tells her, I've been watching you for a long time. It asks if she wants to see what it sees, terrifying her. Suddenly, the lights flash on and her friends jump out, yelling surprise. The private party is actually a surprise birthday party for Alex. Alex is confused, pointing out that her birthday isn't for another month. Her friends explain that's why it was such a good surprise. Her friend Marcos is revealed to be the main organizer of the party. He tells her he was fulfilling a promise he made when they were 8 years old. He had promised they would celebrate a birthday together at the arcade one day. Another friend, Ryan, is also there and clearly interested in Alex. The group sings Happy Birthday as Alex is presented with a cake. The friends decide to play games, and Alex suggests her favorite one. Back in the present, the detective confirms the group was drinking at the party. He asks Rebecca why the group of friends separated during the night. Rebecca explains there was rivalry and tension within the group. In the flashback, Ryan is shown being overly competitive and aggressive while playing a game. The friends jokingly say that Marcos has the vibe of a serial killer. Unbeknownst to them, Ryan's hockey teammates are on the phone, planning to come to the arcade. Their goal is to beat up Marcos for being a rival for Alex's affection. In the present, Rebecca confirms to the detectives that Ryan's friends wanted to teach Marcos a lesson. She reveals that Ryan's friends never made it inside the arcade. She tells the detectives that the hockey players also ended up in the morgue. Back at the party, Alex suggests they all put their phones away to be present. She collects everyone's cell phones into a single bag. She makes a bet, the first person to grab their phone has to buy drinks. Elsewhere, Paul and Ja are hooking up in a back room. Suddenly, they hear a strange noise and are startled. The group decides they've had enough of the arcade and want to go to a real bar. Ryan pulls Alex aside for a private conversation. He confesses his feelings for her and asks to make their relationship official. Alex reminds him that he is already dating their friend, Jennifer. To get out of the awkward situation, Alex jokes that she might be a lesbian. Angered by the rejection, Ryan warns her that he won't protect her from her little boyfriend. As they try to leave, they discover the front door has been chained shut from the outside. They then realize that the bag containing all their cell phones is gone. A voice over the speakers taunts them, telling them to come and get their prizes. They suspect it's a prank orchestrated by Paul and Ja. They decide to play along and hunt for the couple to end the game. While searching, Paul is startled by a costumed figure in a dark corner. Ja, searching for Paul, calls out his name, telling him the joke is over. She is cornered by the killer in the Steamboat Willie costume and screams for help. Elsewhere, Marcos leads Alex to a private room to give her a birthday gift. He surprises her with a huge collection of rare sour candies from around the world. Alex is touched that he remembered her favorite treat. As her birthday wish, she asks Marcos to officially ask her out on a date. Their moment is interrupted by a panicked Sheila, who runs in covered in blood. She tells them there is a huge problem. She claims Ryan has gone crazy and there is blood everywhere in the jungle gym area. Alex decides to go to the office to turn on all the lights and assess the situation. In the office, she discovers the landline phone is dead. The killer's voice comes over the intercom, taunting them to play hide and seek. Outside, Ryan's hockey team arrives and sees the costumed figure waiting for them. They try to intimidate the figure, telling him to stay away from Alex. The killer silently pulls out an axe and slaughters the entire hockey team. Back inside, the group realizes the power has been cut to the entire building. A game machine lights up, revealing the mutilated bodies of the hockey players. The friends are horrified, finally understanding the true danger they are in. Denny is heard screaming from another part of the arcade. Alex tries to calm everyone down, saying her plan is not to panic. Marcos insists they must not split up, referencing horror movie tropes. The killer in the Mickey costume appears before them, holding a bloody knife. Marcos suggests they can call the fire department by triggering the fire alarm. Alex decides to go alone, believing she can move faster. She tells Marcos to use the PA system to get everyone to the roof. Alex successfully reaches the office and pulls the fire alarm. She gets on the microphone and warns Denny and Rebecca that Ryan has gone crazy and to meet on the roof. The killer finds Denny and Rebecca hiding in the laser tag arena. The killer chases them, taunting them by saying, "Run, little rabbit, run." He stabs Rebecca in the ankle, injuring her. The killer then corners Denny and brutally murders him. Alex's co-worker, Ja, finally returns to the arcade, drawn by the alarm. Alex frantically tries to warn her through a glass door to call the police. Ja, on the phone with her date, dismisses Alex's panic as a joke. The killer appears behind Ja and kills her. The remaining survivors, Alex, Marcos, and an injured Ryan, regroup. They discuss the killer's impossible speed, describing it as teleportation. Marcos realizes the killer's weakness: he was stunned by the beam of a flashlight. They theorize that bright, direct light paralyzes him and prevents him from teleporting. They decide to stop running and use the arcade's lights to set a trap. Alex gets on the PA system and challenges the killer to one last game of hide and seek. She offers herself as the prize if he can find her in the next 5 minutes. The killer agrees, saying time to play. They lure the killer into position, with Ryan taunting, "Ever been caught in a mousetrap, Mickey?" Marcos hits a switch, activating a powerful array of strobe lights. The killer is caught in the flashing lights and freezes in place, seemingly paralyzed. Believing they have won, Alex declares, "Game over." But as they watch, the killer suddenly vanishes into thin air. Back in the present, the detectives scoff at Rebecca's story of a teleporting killer. They find her lack of emotion over her friend's death suspicious. In the final flashback, the survivors think the killer is gone for good. Suddenly, the killer reappears and murders Ryan with an axe. He then turns and kills Marcos, leaving Alex screaming. In a post-credit scene, a mysterious figure speaks to an unseen person. He says there are many people he wants them to meet, ominously stating, "The fun is just beginning." If you want a recap of your favorite movies and shows, comment below, and don't forget to subscribe, like, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next ones. See you next time, everyone.